our item satchel is full, so we'll spend these 10 and then we'll have 5 more to do afterwards. Okay, we'll just go down in order, starting with Remembrance of the Regal Ancestor. Plus 30,000 only. Okay, that's pretty low. Also, I think it's kind of funny that it feels wrong to spend remembrances like this, just getting runes for them. Remembrance of the Natural Born, that's a Stell. Only 30k for that as well. I don't think you get more for having the gold scarab equipped, but let's do it just in case. Yeah, just plus 30k again. That was the Remembrance of the Lich Dragon, Fortis Axe. Now we have Remembrance of the Fire Giant. Wow, they're only all giving me 30k, that's kinda lame. Remembrance of the Grafted, that's Godric. 20k only for that one. Okay, so there are different values. Remembrance of the Full Moon Queen, Renala. I bet you this is only 20k as well. Yep. Remembrance of the Blasphemous. It's blasphemous that I'm using all of these remembrances just for these runes, but it's hilarious too. This is Rykard. That's a 30k? 50k, nice, there we go. That's better. Remembrance of the Star Scourge, that's Radahn. Maybe 30k for this, or 50k potentially. 40k. Remembrance of the Omen King, that's Morgott. 50k? 30k, wow. Remembrance of the Blood Lord, that's Moog. 40k, 50k. 30k. Some of these values seem very strange and like arbitrary. Okay. So that's the first 10, let's get rid of all of these. Then we'll get our last 5. There we go. Now we've got some heavy hitters. Remembrance of the Rot Goddess, that's Malenia. I'm expecting at least 50k from this. Yeah. Remembrance of the Black Blade, that is Malekith. 50k for this. Or 40 maybe. 30 only, yeah, that's so weird. Remembrance of Horalu, or Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, he's also known as. Again, only 30. Remembrance of Dragon Lord, Placidusix, we just got that one. And finally, the Elden Remembrance from the Elden Beast. Now 50k for that. Okay, nice. So there we go, we spent all the remembrances to get runes at least once, and we still have at least one of each in our inventory, so that's good stuff. And the gold scarab didn't seem to do anything, so we'll put our Radagon icon back on. And just get our other inventory items back in place. Let's spend a couple Lord's runes. I don't want to, I like having them in my inventory, but they're going to be valuable. Spend 3 of those. Do some golden rune 10s. It'll be faster to sell these actually. Oh, it tells you the value right there. Okay. Sell 10 of these. Another 10 of these, I guess. Sell 8, let's say, of these. Sell 15 of these. Might just have to sell pretty much everything except for 1 of each, I guess. Whatever, we'll collect more in the future. Not too Not too chuffed about it. That's the special lens between rune that you can only get from the start of a new file, so I actually started a new file to exchange it over to this file. I'm gonna go ahead and sell these extra ones as well. We'll still have one in our inventory. And we're still short. Okay. Okay, only about 300k more. I think I'll just sell some other random stuff, I guess. Okay, we'll sell off some smithing stones. We can always get many of these later on. Okay, almost there. Okay, nice, we have enough. Okay, we're just gonna keep going with vigor here. Perfect. Now for another grinding session before we begin Journey 5. Like, I don't know if they changed that in the first Soldier, but Genesis, Sephiroth, and Geel. Yeah, those are the first three. That's all Crisis Core with Zack, which is a fucking sick game. You guys definitely need to play that. I challenge anybody to play that game and beat it and not love Zack fair. I wish they made Zack an alternate skin for Cloud in Smash Bros. They should have done that. Yeah, like, what are they called? Echo Fighters. I wonder if this new mobile Final Fantasy VII game will have a part where Cloud puts his hand on some crazy orb and gets teleported to different realms such as Smash Bros. And Urgais and Kingdom Hearts. Alright, here we are back at the grinding grounds. I've zeroed out my runes, and I don't know how many runes I'm going to go for, but probably 100 million is my estimate. I feel like that shouldn't take too long. Then I can get some significant levels out of that. We're going to have to switch into our grinding setup and then get going. Perfect, then we'll use our gold pickled foul foot and start the process.
Were sons of dogs, and they feed them to children. Alright, so if you guys got some alligators, what if we made alligators about the shoot?
Alright, our rune grind is complete. I didn't bother showing a lot of that footage of us grinding because it's the same process. You've seen it all before. It's not that exciting anymore. Just go and kill a bunch of Albinoric guys with our magic sword and get a shit ton of runes, and now we've reached 100 million. So let's go ahead and level up here at the Round Table Hold. Hoping I have enough to fully max out my vigor, aka health. Okay, sweet, yeah, so we can max out vigor. So now we have our max health statistic reached. And it looks like we have 8 extra levels here, so I think I'll just toss them into mind. That's our magic, that's how much magic we can spend. So it's always good to have a higher magic meter. Let's go for that. Health and magic, I like it. We're working our way towards max level. Damn, there's still quite a distance to go though. It's pretty outrageous. Either way, let's put these in the bank. Spend 96,708,000. Spend 96,708,083 runes to level up. Let's do it. Now we've got 3 of our stats to 99. That's looking pretty nice. Okay, and we're very nearly ready to begin Journey 5. I just want to tweak some of our character abilities, stats, and aesthetic traits. So let's go take care of that. Okay, first up, we need to change our character appearance ever so slightly since we're starting a new journey and we want to reflect the changes our player has gone through Journey 4. So yeah, we just need to tweak his appearance a little bit. After using so much magic during Journey 4, our character is starting to go down a little bit of a dark path, so we want to reflect that in his appearance and show some negative changes. Alright, I've decided on Journey 5 that Kilson is still going to be a heavily magic-leaning character, so we still want to have kind of a mage theme going, but as I said, he's starting to get a little bit more towards the dark side, so we're going to make his skin tone darker to reflect that, and he's going to be a summoner now in Journey 5. So we'll make his skin tone just a little bit darker and danker to reflect the dark path that he's going down magically. Still purple, but just becoming a little less wholesome looking. Go with that. And I think we'll have his hair color starting to get a little bit more pale to reflect the heavy magic usage, but also to reflect his age because Kilson's been quite war-torn over the years. He's gone through a lot of battles, a lot of hard working years, so he's getting older. So his hair is losing a bit of color. It's also losing some luster too. We're gonna have more white hairs popping in. We won't say he's aged yet, but he's getting close. So he's still mature. We'll make his body hair color just a little bit more wispy and pale as well. Say like here. And I think we need to start making him a little bit more thin and sickly as well, so make him a bit thinner. I think we should make the arms just a bit smaller too. I think we'll change his voice to mature voice 1. So we can make that a little bit older too. We're going to change up his hair. He's definitely going to start losing his hair pretty soon from all the magic usage. But he's still got some magic power left within him, some strength left within him, so his hair, we're just going to have some messy ponytail, like maybe this one. This one's kind of cool. Can't decide, to be honest. This one's a little bit more rugged, what you'd expect from a whimsical magician. I like the sleekness of this one, though. I think we gotta go with the messy one. We're also going to change his facial tattoo color to be darker and more demonic. Again, reflecting the dark magic usage, and now that we're a summoner, we're kind of going down an even danker path. I think we'll leave the eyes the same, and we'll leave the idea of the tattoo being like a magical tattoo. We'll leave that the same. It's just going to be, again, darker. So our character looks kind of ugly now with all of these mismatched colors, pale stringy hair, tufts of body hair everywhere, dark tattoos, dark eyes, dark lips. But that's kind of the point. We want him to feel very haggard and just like he's been through a ton and he doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's not at his physical or emotional best, but he's still a very powerful being. Alright, nice. I think we'll roll with this. This is going to be a very short playthrough and then we're going to be changing him up again. So we'll save this to favorites and we'll make this the Journey 5 KilsonX. And now you can see all of the evolutions. Journey 1, Journey 2, Journey 3, Journey 4, and Journey 5. Perfect. Finish cosmetics. Finish applying cosmetics and proceed with this character, yes. Next up, we need to customize our equipment and abilities, so I'm just going to do all that and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Alright, we're all set up for Journey 5, so let's go through a little rundown of everything. I've gone with the Prince of Death's staff, and this is in reference to our previous playthrough where we did the Mending Rune of the Death ending. So we never actually used any death magic last time around, so we're going to honor it this time and use some death magic to commemorate our Journey 4 playthrough. We got the Prince of Death's staff, and then we don't have a traditional melee weapon, but we're actually going to go with a torch this time for something different. We can still do a little bit of melee damage, plus we can put enemies to sleep with this torch, so that's pretty cool. Then in our left hand, we're rolling with the Jellyfish Shield, which is not that practical, but it kind of goes in line with the summoning theme that I'm going with this time around, because you can summon jellyfish ashes, so this is just a little shout out to that. And then, since this is the Golden Order playthrough for Journey 5, we're going to be doing the Golden Order ending. We have to use the Golden Order seal and represent that side of things as well. So, we're going to be doing some death magic and some Golden Order magic, kind of the two opposite ends of the spectrum, our characters being torn in two different directions, which is also a good reason in terms of lore as to why he is kind of becoming a little bit more decrepit. His spirit is just being pulled in different directions. And as a result, his eyes are burning. His eyes have always been a source of magic. Ever since the beginning of my whole Elden Ring experience, I've kind of had it in the lore of my character that his eyes are very important when it comes to casting spells, and our eye color has changed to reflect that as we've gone through as well. And so now our eyes have reached a point of overload where he almost can't take it anymore because he's used so much magic and there's so much pain and burning in his eyes. So to kind of dampen the pain a little bit, we're going to be using a veil to cover our eyes and to also hide our eyes from the rest of the world so that people don't think we're quite as evil as we might be. We're going to go with the Knight's Cavalry armor, which is kind of dark and cool. It's got this awesome cape on the back, so I like that look. Azur's manchettes, just a little bit of color on the wrists, on the back of the hands, it's cool. And something simple, the Astrologer trousers. There's no summoning trousers or anything, so I thought the Astrologer would kind of give us a little bit of that summoning flair. I also like the way this Prince of Death staff looks with this setup. It's very cool, very sinister. So yeah, that's awesome. For our talisman, we're going with Erdtree's Favor Plus 2. That raises our maximum HP and stamina and equip load. The equip load's not so important because we're already a light load, but stamina and HP will go up. Even though we're at level 99 Vigor, we actually still do get an HP buff, so that's kind of cool. We're going to go with the Blue Dancer Charm, raises attack power with lower equipment load. Since we're on light equipment load, this will raise our attack power a little bit with the torch. It's still going to do very minimal melee damage, but it's something, just to help us out in a bind. Flock's Canvas Talisman greatly raises the potency of incantations. That's going to help with, we're doing a bunch of Golden Order incantations, so this will help with that. And then Radagon Icon, shortens spellcasting time. This is just a great talisman to have for casting magic. And since we're going with the Golden Order theme, Radagon is right in line with that as well, so thematically this works, and it's just great for the build. And for our items, we're going to go with a few classics that we like to have in our inventory. The Lantern, the Gold Pickled Fowl Feet for extra runes if we need them. The Telescope, it's always nice to scope out areas from far away. And then Preserving Bullaces just in case we get into trouble with Scarlet Rot. And since this is our summoner build, this is the big feature of the build, so we're going to have 6 summons with us. I tried to pick a few different levels of summons, ranging from basic to more advanced. So the basic one, we got the Fanged Imp Ashes. A little bit more powerful, the Haligtree Soldier Ashes. Getting more powerful still, we have Latenna the Albinoric. She's an archer, so that'll help. Then we have some really powerful ones. We're going to use Nefeli Lu and Dung Eater. Those are going to be excellent for us. And then, of course, we got to roll with the Mimic tier, so we can mimic Kilson and have our own summon of ourselves fighting alongside of us. So yeah, we got a pretty robust selection. It's kind of a mishmash of a few different things, but I like it. It kind of reminds me of my first playthrough when I was experimenting with a lot of different stuff and just having fun with my builds. So kind of reminiscent of that, and it should be a lot of fun. And it's going to be interesting to see how we can overcome certain challenges with the build that we've got going here. Additionally, we can take a look at the spells that we've selected. So we're going to go with Darkness, because it's just kind of in theme with the whole death thing, and it's fun to shroud our enemy in darkness and be able to trick them and overcome them through that. Fia's Mist, again, this is referencing our Journey 4 playthrough. Some death magic. We got Fia's Mist, Tibia's Summons, and Ancient Death Rancor for our death magic spells. This also represents the dark path that our character is going down, so I really like that. Fia's Mist is cool because we can just cast death on enemies and see them get death blighted, hopefully, so we'll play around with that. Tibia Summons is always sweet to see those skeletons get summoned and attack opponents. Then for our Golden Light Journey 5 incantations, pulling our spirit in the opposite direction, we're going to have Wrath of Gold, which is kind of like a Jedi Force spell. Litany of Proper Death, it's a bit of an area of effect, similar to this, but not quite the same. Then we have Triple Rings of Light and Radagon Rings of Light, 2 Ring of Light spells that fit the Golden Order theme very well, and they're just fun to play around with. And then the ultimate Golden Order spell, Elden Stars, so we'll have that in our back pocket for big moments, we'll pull that out. So yeah, nice selection of spells here. Let's also upgrade all of the equipment that we have and all of the summons that we have to the max. Let's start with the summons here.
Take a look around. The round table hold is burned. Razed to the ground.
Haven't talked to Roderica in a really long time, so this is kind of cool. Good to see her again. Okay, let's just max everything out here, starting with Fanged Imp Ashes. Great Grave Glovewort. It's nice to use one of those up. And we'll continue with Halig Tree Soldier's Ashes, another Great Grave Glovewort, and finally Lieutenant of the Albinoric, Ghost Glovewort 8, Ghost Glovewort 9, and Great Ghost Glovewort. Beautiful. Done. And I guess the rest of them that we had were already maxed out. Everything should be plus 10. Just go through it. And yeah, we're all plus 10. Beautiful. Last but not least, we'll upgrade our equipment as well.
Now, let's go smithing.
We have the Prince of Death staff, so we'll just go all the way through. It's always satisfying to do this. Oh, we're short some smithing stone 3s, so we'll have to go buy some of those. These are somber smithing stones, so we were able to do that to the max. And this is somber stone as well, so we should be able to do this as well. Somber Ancient Dragon smithing stone done. Okay, so we need smithing stone 3s. Okay, let's buy like 20 of these. We've got enough smithing stone 4s. Smithing stone 5 should be good. 6 is good. 7's good. 8, we'll need some of these. 10, I guess, for now. Alright, now we should be able to finish the upgrading process. Oh, okay, we will need some more smithing stone 8. Dang. Fuck it, I'll just buy 20, just in case. Shouldn't need that many.
Now,
There we go, finalized with the Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone and done. So all of the equipment that we're currently using is completely maxed out. And with that, we're actually ready for Journey 5 here. This is crazy. It's an exciting moment. Let's sub out this emote in favor of a new Journey 5 emote. Let's see what we want to do. I say we go with Golden Order Totality, since that's the playthrough that we're doing, the Golden Order ending, so it just makes sense thematically. Let's go! Alright, fuck yeah. Let's begin Journey 5. Bam. I said, bam!